There's a reason you walk away from arguments even when people accuse you of being too quiet or too passive, because while they're raising their voices, you're quietly asking yourself something far more important. Why should I lose my peace to a moment that won't change anything? And that question becomes louder than any argument around you, pulling you away, not out of fear, but out of an instinct to protect the calm you've worked hard to build. Psychology says your mind isn't avoiding conflict, it's recognizing when a conversation stops being a search for understanding and becomes a battle of egos. And maybe you've noticed that shift before. That sudden heaviness in the air, that tightening in your chest, that quiet voice inside saying, "This is no longer about connection, it's about winning." And walking away becomes the only option that keeps you from becoming someone you don't want to be. And in that moment, your silence becomes a form of wisdom, not weakness. Your body joins this decision long before your thoughts catch up, because your nervous system reacts instantly to rising tension. You feel the pressure building, the breath shortening, the mind clouding, and psychology calls this emotional flooding, a state where logic shuts down and only instinct remains. And instead of exploding outward like so many people do, you step back because you've learned that staying calm protects what anger destroys. And that step back is what keeps you grounded long after the conflict ends. But another truth lives deeper inside you. You think through your emotions instead of reacting to them, and arguments rarely give you the space to do that. Maybe you've noticed that during conflict, the right words never come, but moments after you leave, everything becomes clearer, as if your thoughts were waiting for the noise to fade. Research shows internal processors communicate better when they're not pressured, and walking away gives you the clarity others rush past without ever finding. You've also built boundaries stronger than people realize, boundaries shaped by experiences where arguing never fixed anything, it only drained you. And with time, you learned a powerful truth. Not every raised voice deserves a response, and not every confrontation deserves your energy. And psychology calls this selective engagement, the ability to protect your emotional resources. And when you walk away, you're choosing peace over ego, something many people talk about but few know how to practice. And beneath it all, your emotional memory plays its role. Your brain remembers past conflicts that left marks, and when a new argument begins to resemble something familiar, something painful, your mind quietly guides you away before history repeats itself, even if you don't consciously notice it. Your body remembers every moment you weren't heard, and walking away becomes an act of self-preservation, a promise to yourself that you won't relive what once hurt you. So, when others misunderstand your silence, they don't see the whole truth. You're not avoiding conflict, you're choosing the version of yourself you want to become. And psychology says real emotional strength isn't measured by how loudly you argue, but by how gracefully you protect your peace. If this spoke to you, consider liking this video and subscribing, because your growth deserves a voice, even if that voice chooses silence when the world grows loud.